Hey guys, SmartNinja000 here. Today we're going to be working on the Wizard Pack. That is basically a mod that I'm creating using command blocks. In today's video, we're going to be making these guys spawn naturally. That's going to be our goal, and we're actually really excited because today is my 99th episode of YouTube. So that's a pretty big deal. Previously, we added wands, almost all 16 different wands. We have created lots of different textures, and we have also no, that's pretty much it. Oh, and we got started on custom crafting recipes. If you're new to the series, you should go check out the other episodes. You can go click the eye in the top corner. I suggest starting with those, but we have to actually start. So yeah. So the wand module is right here, but we're actually going to go build it over here, the next one. Just to sort of separate things so it's a little bit easier. Now the first thing we have to do is actually remove all this command, and we need another command block, and this is going to be chain. Great. So what we have to do is we have to add a scoreboard, and that scoreboard objective will be, we're going to call it, how about mob count. Now what this is actually going to do is it is going to keep track of the number of zombies and skeletons that spawn in the world. And every time it reaches 10, we're going to choose some zombies, /skeletons, with specific traits. We're going to choose a random one with a specific trait, and we will then using that trait, if they are standing on a certain block, for example, this guy, he spawns in caves, obviously, so we're going to detect if they're standing on stone. If he is, you will summon him. This guy's standing on grass, for example. This guy, I might change his face. It's a little bit weird. But, yeah, if he's standing on grass, well then, yeah. So, I think I might change his face. Feels a little bit weird. But this one I really like. Its model's great. It's got a nice little thing. But yeah, we need to start on that. So we added our mob. So now what we need to do is we need to do scoreboard. Or, no, /tag let me think for a second. Okay, so we're going to do /execute as, and we're actually going to remove this / execute as @e type equals zombie tag equal exclamation mark. Now we're going to do, the way we need to do this is we need two different tags. So the first one's going to be tag, going to be marked, and tag is not. Second one is going to be try. So what this means is we're going to give it marked, which means we already added a number to the scoreboard. We're going to give it try once we've gone through 10. So now we need to, alright, so after we do that, tag equals try, then what we want to do is run scoreboard players add, and you know what, how are we going to do this? Should we do this by a certain player? You know what we're going to do? We're going to summon an armor stand right here, or actually let's center that. Alright, and we're going to give this the tag. What tag will we give it? Why don't we call it mob? Or what? We might want to use this for more things. So we're going to give a tag wizard pack, and just for beauty's sake, we're going to give it a custom name of wizard pack. Alright. Now that's centered, and we're actually going to copy this command and just put it in a nice little command block, which might get a whole lot easier for setting it up later on. Okay. And there goes my phone. Need to add the space, remove that. So now we have our nice little wizard pack, and we're actually going to do scoreboard objectives, set display, sidebar, and mob count. And then we're going to do add mob count 1. And then we are going to conditional tag @e type equal zombie tag equal exclamation mark. What did we say? It was marked, and tag equals exclamation mark try. And we are going to add marked. Wait, mark. It's just mark, right? No, it's marked. Okay. Not marker. Okay. Now, to see if this is working, we are just going to place down a nice little zombie. We should add 1 to the scoreboard. Is it activated? Oh, and we have an error message. So it says here there's an error. Unknown command at position. Oh, okay. So addy tag equal wizard pack. Now you can see it goes up by 1, and it shows the UUID. I thought it would have shown the name. Don't think there's a way to change that. Not that I really care, but that would have been very nice. When we place it again, you can see it just goes up. So yep, great. You can see it just keeps going. Oh, that one didn't. It's almost instant. Wait, we place, boom. Yeah, pretty much instant. Yeah. Okay, good to go. Okay, so next we need to do the exact same thing with skeletons. So I'm just going to copy that and change it. Okay, so we have that done. So now what we need to do is, now that we have this, we need to test if it works with skeletons. The number did go up. Yep, it's going up. So that works perfectly. Okay. Now this is the part where it gets real fun. What we need to do is when it reaches 10, we need to set it back to 0. So that way, every 10 mobs it tries, it will do something. So that means we have to actually, this is the scary part, we need to define how many mobs we're actually going to do. Now, I've already decided a couple of them. Obviously, we have the Goblin. So for Goblin, we're just going to represent that with grass block because we'll spawn on grass. We have Cave Dweller. Now, a couple more that we're going to have is the Fire Reaper. If you don't know what that is, be sure to check out the very first video. I also would like the Yeti. It's nice we already have snow on us. And I would like one more, and that is actually going to be Tree Monster. Don't know what it's called yet. So we're just going to place these down, and for fire I'm actually going to place yellow concrete powder, and when you see the model for it, it will make more sense why I'm doing that. So we will have 5 different mobs. Now we're actually going to need a lot more commands than just this few thing. Now what we have to do is now we need to, once we reach 10, we want to give all zombies and skeletons without the tag try. So here's what we do. We come over here, and I'm just going to steal this command. I'm going to paste this down, and if it has the tag marked, it should have the tag marked. It gets tag marked, but it doesn't have try. We are going to add try, but we can't actually do that yet. So we're going to actually move this back to here, steal this command, do the same thing, but with zombie. Now, you might think, oh, that's not going to work. But what we're actually doing is, now what we need, where is it? Oh, yeah. So now we need to, you know what, this actually needs to be forward. I can't do, that's the way it works. Okay, so what we're doing here is we are going to execute as at e tag equal, and we called it wizard pack, run. Okay, and we're just going to copy this, but we're going to need to add something to it. We're going to do comma scores equal, this is the new way to do scoreboard objective, or if, you know, or score underscore name underscore something equals. Now this is called mob count equal 1 or 10 dot dot. Now the dot dot means 10 or more. Now it should never actually reach 10 or more, but just in case it does. Nice little precaution. Now we're going to actually copy from here over. Copy that. Click done. Come to the beginning. Do that nice. And this one is where we change it up a little bit. We do scoreboard players set mob count to 0. Now here's the fun part. We need to real quick just capture an entity for us. Okay. And we're just going to capture, and we're actually going to, this is the nice thing because we can replicate we can replicate mobs being spawned without actually having to spawn them, which is really nice. You could do this with like or what's called the store command, but I think that's a little bit nicer because you can then replicate it. So we're going to place this down, and we're going to do \say @ tag equal try. We got zombie. So that means this command worked, and since this is the exact same command as the skeleton, it should also work. Now we're also going to do marked, just for the marked. No, not. Yep, you can see that it has that. Now we're also going to do the same thing for the skeleton, just for safety. Oh, it actually dropped a potato. Now we're going to use skeleton just for safety precaution. Now we can actually set this to 10. But now if we say marked, it's got marked. If we say try, it's got try. So we know it definitely works. Now that is great. Now the reason we're doing this is actually so that way, first off, if you name a zombie or something, it doesn't have the chance of being transformed and losing its custom name, because that would change. And also, well, there's more reasons, but that's basically it. And also so you don't just see a random zombie transform in the middle, because what happens is when zombies spawn, they usually spawn in groups, and you will then, or like randomly, but it's a little bit complicated to explain. But we basically want to test the first 10 without having to do random teleporting or random spawning. Yeah, it gets very complicated. Now the hard part is actually going to be choosing which mobs become skeletons, or which ones are skeletons and which ones are zombies. Now the nice thing about this is probably the best way to do this, is we just have, we don't actually have any, but in the future we're going to have more mobs than just 5. 5 is a few. We're going to set all these 5 actually to be zombies in this case, just for the sake of the video. Eventually, maybe the next one we'll use skeletons, but if we have 2 grass and 2, we may add more in the future, and it's very easy to do it. It's much more easy in the function version, because then we don't have to move commands, which is why this system works so nicely, because if we do, we only have to move 3. So that's great. Alright, so now we have that done. Now we're going to actually replicate creating a zombie. So what we need to do is we need to do execute. How do we want to do this? We can do as any type equals zombie, I guess, and we can do. Oh wait, we need to think. So add r type equals zombie. Would this work? I'm gonna just say hi. Alright. Let me just summon a zombie. He's not saying hi. Oh, yeah. And e sort equal random, comma, limit. Well, actually, the sort doesn't matter because it's arbitrary, right? Would arbitrary be the same as random sort? No, it wouldn't actually, because then sort equals random, limit, equal 1. We're being spammed. Now we need to take this a step further. Not sure if you can hear the sound. I'll try and turn it up. Okay, now we have 2 nice zombie eggs. You can see it's just sort of going back and forth. A little bit of just every single sort of combination. Now why don't we get rid of these guys? And they're not actually there we go. No. Okay, so now that we know that works, our next goal is going to be detecting what block they're standing on. So we're going to actually go from here. We're going to do at s, and then we want to do, what is it, backslash if block. That's it. Okay. We want to do if block coordinates, and I believe that's the way we do it. Let me check. Execute if block coordinates block. Okay, so now we want to do grass, and we want to do run. There we go. Now what we'll actually do is then we'll add data. How does data work? Data merge entity at s. Got it. So then we want to do data merge entity at s. And then we're not actually going to do that. I'm going to do that off camera because that takes a while. Obviously, I'm not writing this all by hand. I have a generator I use. Very nice. But that is what we have to do now for the rest. Okay, now, I'm just looking ahead right now, and this is actually where we're going to get stuck. Because, well, this one we can use. This one we can do. But the next one is where we're going to get stuck. And the reason is, wait, no, this isn't the one we're getting stuck on. Actually, what's this? No, okay. So if block snow, no coordinates. Okay, this is the one where we get stuck on. Here's the reason why. For this one to work, we need to detect if it's leaf. Problem is, we can't detect if there's a tree nearby because there's no real good way to do that. There is one thing we could do though. We could detect if there is oak leaves nearby by summoning an armor stand, spreading it 1 block distance, and then updating the data based on that. Here's the problems with that. I fixed a problem in my head. Never mind. I was thinking it won't work in caves, but here's the thing, we can just detect that standing on grass then before we update the data. So let me think. Summon it, teleport it, detect it. So we're going to need 3 more command blocks. Well, 2 more. So kill it. So we are actually going to start here. Alright, now this is all going to be for this one guy. This guy is probably going to be the hardest, and we probably won't add any more forest ones. Couple things to note, he will only spawn with oak leaves, as leaves are changed, so they all have custom different names, which isn't really great for us. I think it would be cool to see him in other biomes, but it looks like he's only going to be in oak forests. So first thing we have to do is we have to come into this command block, and actually, first thing we're going to do is we're just going to summon a fake armor stand. So summon armor stand here, and we're just going to give it tags, and we want to give this, we're going to call it tree test. Reason we're calling it tree test, because it's testing for trees. Thought that was obvious. We're also going to make it invisible. Reason we're doing this right now, you can see it's there. Okay. Reason we're doing that is so that way we can do backslash variable kill id tag equal tree test. Is it here? Come on, swap game mode. It is not. Come on. Now you can do it. There we go. Slightly more difficult. So now what we have to do is we have to actually copy this command, and we're going to paste this into here. But first we want to, how do we want to do this? Let me think for a little bit. Okay, we have a bit of a problem actually. Right now, don't worry, it should be killing all of them that it spawns. If I can just game mode spectator. Yeah, it kills all that it spawns. We actually have to take a step back. And here's the reason why. If you come over here, you can see all this seems to be working fine, except for the fact that this, well, we have a problem. This is working great, except for the fact that we're not actually detecting if it has the right score. So we want to do execute as add e tag equal wizard pack, or no, then we want to do, yep, and we want to do scores equal mob count equal 10 dot dot. We're just going to copy this, click done, come over to the beginning, paste it right here, space, move the double space, come right over here, here it goes, and over here it goes. That should fix that. That's great. Okay, now here's the fun part. So now what we need to do is now we need to basically take this command and put this right here, and instead of running a data merge, we're going to run the summon entity. Now we can get rid of all this too. Wait. How much did I get rid of? Good, we didn't actually get rid of all that because we need to keep that. We need to do if block grass -1. It's grass, right? Oh, it's grass block. Of course they change it on me. Wait, then what's grass? Oh, it's that. Yep. Why did they do that? So block grass block. This is probably, I didn't have to do that. Probably just going to finish this and we'll end the video there. It's a shorter video. I know I normally do longer. Then we want to spread. Let me think. Alright, so I'm working on this and I just keep realizing more errors and errors. So we're not going to finish this. We're just going to fix these few errors and that'll probably be the end of the video. So, yep. So the first one is tag equal marked. And tag, or no cap, tag equal exclamation mark try. So all we have to do is just copy this. Well, actually we're going to cut that. So you can paste it here. Come over to the beginning. Paste it. No. Not the beginning. Paste it here. Paste it here, and lastly paste it here. So that is that. Well, there's not much more to say. This is episode 99 on my channel and episode 4 of the Wizard Pack. If you're new to the series, definitely go watch the other ones. So that's great. And tomorrow's episode, since it's episode 100, we have to have a great thing. It's also Sunday, which means there'll be a rank giveaway. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell, because the first person to write the comment with their username will get their free rank on my server. Not much more to say. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this episode of the Wizard Pack, then definitely leave a like. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks.